Luca forced me to walk home from the assembly. I was mad at him, as any brother would be. But I didn't hold it against him. It was because of the stupid system we have to be here on the ship, work above all other things. If this is communism, yes, that makes sense. Even people. The walk back wasn't a long one. It should have taken me just a few minutes like Luca had said, but instead his absence causes more problems than I expected. Oh ho ho, look who it is. I bet you missed us, Sammy. Judging by the sort of bass line which is now playing, are they bullies? Are they people who play this game that you mentioned beforehand? Holy shit, why is one of you so much taller than the other? I can't tell. Are you basically just a reincarnate of Robert Wadlow, or is she just a reincarnate of Warwick Davis? Which one is which, or is it a bit of both? These two, they've always been mad at me since I told on them for their antics a few years ago. If they're bullies, just be quiet and walk by. Like, you told on them. I can't say whether that's objectively right or objectively wrong, because they're giving us no context as to what actually went down, but come on. You don't just tell on bullies. That's always going to end wrong. It seems like it's every week that I run into them. Sometimes it's just nasty words, other times it's worse. I've come home with a bruise or two in the last few weeks. I never want to worry Luca, so I always do my best to hide it. Now look at my luck, I've been left in their torment. Don't speak to it, Severa, I'm still not convinced it's capable of thinking. Okay. You've gone home with bruises in the past few weeks. He said that. This is where you just keep walking. It's not it's a fucking visual novel and drama, and there needs to be a story. He's going to do something really dumb. But just keep quiet and keep walking. It's so much easier. Oh, but he looks so cute when he's shaking. Shut up. Oh, did you say something? You have to be louder if you want my attention. I freeze up every time I'm around them. It's like they know exactly what to say that'll hurt me the most. And that's what I hate about this whole thing most of all. I want to do something, I really do, but I hesitate. Hello, anyone there? Told you it's stupid. I don't like it when you say that. I'm not stupid. Could have just walked on. Could have just kept on walking. Ooh, what you gonna do, Zach? Nothing, it's a waste of our time. You're just afraid that I'll fight back. It's 2 against 1. I'm not surprised that you've come back with bruises in the past. Is this how you always react? Yeah, well, these 2 people who are stronger than me are taunting me. Maybe I'll threaten to fight them? Yeah, exactly. My heart drops to my stomach when Zachary got right up to me. He must be at least 6 inches taller. Fight back, then do it. Hit me, Sam. Look at Zach being all tough. This is great. Shut up, Zev. Ignore her. If you want to hit me, do it, but I'll warn you, I know at least 10 ways to disable you without having to leave a mark. I thought my heart was going to explode out of my chest. Zachary wasn't a big guy, just tall. But everyone knew he was the greatest strategist in the entire ship, and you told on him! Oh, dear. Oh, he's a known bully and a massive strategist. Oh dear. That's a bad idea. There's a reason the Kaitos Slippings are the best PAX team in Orion, and they play PAX. And you... my head. My poor head. I'm waiting. I didn't know what to do. If I hit him, I'd start something I know I couldn't finish, but I just don't want to take this. I'm tired of them being mean to me. Why do you now look so different? He looked like an attractive young man in the CGs, and now he looks almost alien-like. Look at his eyes. If someone came down walking beside me like that, I'd have a few suspicions. It's been weeks, months even, and their abuse never seems to let up. I grit my teeth to prevent myself from shaking, but the decision is a hard one to make. Do I take the chance to try and stop their bullying, or do I take it and search for another option? We're the clever one here. Fighting, never an option. Never. Jesus. Pathetic. Don't speak up unless you got something to say. I was literally shaking in fear. This is the worst I've ever been. I don't even know why I spoke up in the first place. I should have just gone home and ignored them. I agree! I agree! Sam, is that... Oh, good. He has white hair. Because... Oh, and they have grey hair, I've only just realised. I was too sort of fixed with the whole bullying thing. It's an anime thing. I don't get it. Yes, I have white and grey hair, and I am 20, and that's completely normal. Is it? Can I help you, Cyrus? Actually, yes, I need to pull Sam to the side for some homework help. He promised he'd be free right after assembly. I sigh, relieved that my best friend had been around. It wasn't surprising since the assembly had ended, and yet I felt I owed him something. He always knew when I needed help. Way to ruin the fun. Can't you stop him? It doesn't matter. It seems like she's the troublemaker, but he's not that interested in actually making trouble. I want to hug Cyrus as the Kaitos pair left, but I knew that would be an overreaction. I see that my fists are still clenched from the fear. It is so hard to shake that feeling. We have fitting music for this as well. I'm shaking in fear as my fists are still clenched. No. Can you tell I'm an amazing dancer? I do it professionally. I don't. That's a lie. Sam, they're gone. Come on, you're fine now. Cyrus puts his hands on my shoulder and smiles. As he does so, my hands unclench themselves and I finally feel at ease. The best friends are those who know how to keep you going crazy. Are they? Are you sure? It seems he's been around forever, since I could remember. You gonna be alright? Yeah, thanks. Appreciate you helping me back there. Of course, that's what friends are for. I just wish I didn't have to deal with them all the time. Hey, forget about them. Let's get you home. Cyrus refuses to take no for an answer, pulling at my shoulder to start walking with him. I laugh and walk for myself. Thankfully, with Cyrus at my side, I have a friend who I can trust. Power of friendship! The two of us walk through the door to an empty home. Most likely, Luca would be at work all day. Most likely? When would that not be the case? And since we don't have school today, we have hours and hours to relax and play. It's not something we get often, with being punished with duties on our... Punished! Punished! Oh, whoa! It's a very unlikable character. Yeah, sometimes we have to work to eat, and it's horrible! Why can't we just do nothing? And since we don't have school today, we have hours and hours to relax and play. Not something we get often, with being punished with duties on Orion. Hey Sam, if you want, I think there's a PAX game going on a few houses down. I'll pass on that. Not all gamers are bad, but the Kaitos twins leave a bad taste in my mouth whenever I think about PAX. So not all PAX gamers are bullies. 2 of them are, and you've assumed every single one must be from there on in. Oh god, this person is everything I dislike in people. Oh. They're even ginger to top it off. God damn it. We should play something else here. Fine by me. Before I turned from Cyrus, I had the urge to thank him again and again for saving me. I'm not the kind of person who gets much sympathy in life, so the fact that anyone is kind enough to help me is a lot to take. I realise I've been standing there silent as Cyrus just keeps smiling. Well, are we going to play something or what? Oh, right, I think I have something in my room. I'll just be a second. I hurry off to my room in search of some games we could play. The sound of my shoes on the cold ground echoed down the hallway. I don't know why, but for me, that's the sound of home. I put my bag down and began searching a shelf for the games, row after row, and it was impossible to find the one I was looking for. But then I heard something distracting. I couldn't tell where the sound was coming from. It was muffled by my sheet or my bag. Is it another message? I pressed the button on the side, locking myself in with my fingerprint. That same message from Virgil was listed. When I finally opened it, I don't know how to react. The setting sun rises as the moon weeps. The fuck does that mean? The setting sun rises as the moon weeps. Is the sun bullying the moon? The moon asked for some overtime tonight to help feed the children, and the sun was like, fine, I'll do night as well. It's probably not. What could that possibly mean? As I've done before with strange messages, sometimes sent by bullies, I tried to trace the sender. It refuses. None of my tricks seem to work. Either the sender was incredibly good at computers, or I was missing something. I'd say spam, but you probably could have just found it if it was spam. That's when it hits me. I'll do a 3-dimensional analysis. Text messages are usually flat. That means it's just data that, when compiled, shows some letters. If you wanted to hide something, you could pretend a message was just text when in reality it had far greater depth. I remember a rumour that was how the revolutionaries who opposed the council communicate. And you know how to do that? He knows how to do this based off a rumour. Jesus! Could this be them? Sam, need me to help? No, I got it. I engaged the analysis, foregoing the concerns of silly games for now. Astounding, I was right. There was something far cleaner in the message. Something whomever sent this wanted someone like me to see. How the fuck does he even know you? We don't know anything about your school grades. They might be completely shit. Someone who thinks in the complex way I can and love to do. But the message itself, it cannot possibly be real. Sam, what the heck? It's taking you this long to get some games? I remained silent, glued to my holopad screen where the revealed message was now visibly clear. I mean, first of all, I'd really like it if you told us the message. Second of all, you're reading secret information you might suspect be from someone really important. Just shout through, hey, yeah, I'll be there in a second, lol, something came up. Like, easy. I didn't even attempt to hide it. I was in too much shock. You're right. What's that message say? Something from one of the bullies? No. Cyrus walks over to me, looking over my shoulder at the message. You're finally going to see it. He's not an alien again. He has normal eyes. You know why? It's because they're not like bent at starting here and ending like here anymore. It's just straight. You look a bit weird though. You look like a Victorian painting. You also look nothing like in that picture. Even the colour of your skin is different. Violently so. Whatever. Does it say what I think it does? Yeah. Orgy at my place, 7 PM. Be there or be square. Section 6 will be destroyed. 1201 February the 10th, 2452. Okay, so first of all, that's sort of poorly done, isn't it? Because the text box covers the actual part of the important message there. Why are there 5 same buildings at the bottom of the pad? That's a bit weird. Section 6. Oh, right. I thought that was a reflection. I was like, hang on a minute, that's not how reflections work. It's not, though, it's luckily. So, Section 6 will be destroyed. So when is Section 6 on February the 10th? What were we? Is that like next week? Probably. They'll probably tell us, for silly people like me who don't know. February the 1st, so 9 days. Who the fuck are you lot? You look so dumb. Come on, you look like someone who tried and romance Roger Rabbit. So, he's going to go through with it, yes? Oh, you still look ridiculous. That's right, at least, so long as I don't want to veto the proposal. So you're going to, right? Don't be silly, of course I am. What if the entire council opposes you? Leave the politics to me, you stick with the science. Ah, but the two are far more intermingled than you might expect. That's how you'd say that. Maybe this is too big for you to get involved. Let me handle it. Well, don't tell me you... I'm sorry, okay, I was having too much fun with it. I had to deploy. That thing is too dangerous. Risks breed rewards, David. No, not this. This is too far. Sorry, but I'm afraid it's already out of my hands. You and that damn computer program. Has she created like a computer program which automates stuff, but now the computer is destroying Section 6 and telling everyone, but really weirdly? I don't know. I thought I had a sort of had a discussion with a friend, and it's just like, well, what if you created a robot that would try and save Earth, that probably one of the first things it would do is just go around slaughtering like 3 billion, and then go, right, well, I've dealt with your overcrowding problem. Like, you and that damn computer program. So that basically told us nothing other than there's a dangerous computer program knocking around. The message still echoes in my mind. That appropriate music again. The idea that they would actually destroy Section 6, for what reason? They might not. It might just be to scare you. Cyrus cautioned me to remember the message itself could be a hoax, a trick, but the clues were stacking up in the opposite direction. But there's not a 100% chance they sent it to you, some random fucking kid. The username Virgil, the secretly embedded message, even the way the message hit the path it travelled to get to me. It suggests someone with an access to the inside I couldn't even imagine. We did end up playing games later, but it's hard to shake that anxiety in your heart so easily. This message, all the signs point to something dark, yet beyond that. The question that kept me up that night was this. Why me? I don't know. I've been thinking about that and even I can't tell you, son. We're not going to go through this again. You're going to eat your breakfast. But I ate yesterday. Spoiled little shit. You have to be one of the most difficult brother ever. I do try. Her, her, her. I think you might just win a prize for that this year. Yeah. Despite the smile I let my brother see, my mind kept spinning with the message. Who could I go to talk to about it? Certainly not Luca. He could think I was doing something bad, even it'd be the first time I've done some hacking. Yeah, he's probably right, knowing what your character's like. Even worse, what if someone suspects I was helping the revolutionaries? That was an extremely serious offence in Orion, just not something I wanted to deal with. Of course it's not, this is communism. Suspicion was routinely placed on us in Section 6. For whatever reason, those rebellious types had more support here. Cyrus knew, of course, but he was my best friend. And besides, he dismisses it as a joke, so I doubt he'll tell anyone, or he's part of it and wanted you to see it. That's a thought. Or so I hope. Thanks for making it, though. Breakfast, I mean. Oh, right. No problem, little man. Maybe I'll tell him tonight. You won't. You said maybe. You should get going to school, Sam. Way ahead of you. After finishing the food he made for me, I grabbed the holopad, slid it into my bag, and make my way towards the door. Wait, Sam. I pause and turn to him. Yeah? Did you have the dream again? I nod. Alright, I just wanted to be sure. Have fun at school. I'll try. Ha. Break. I turn back to the door, walk outside, and take the path to school. Just like that, we're in school. Oh, goody. School is always the most fun part of most visual novels. 80% of that sentence was a lie.